Well, this one's for the nerds and the geeks out there. If you like studying and you like Star Wars, then this one's for you. Hello there, welcome to the prop shop, where we check the latest and greatest props out there. This week, we have the Millennium Falcon LED Table Lamp. Let's go take a look. What the hell? You actually have to assemble this? Usually I think it's just a lamp in the box, but apparently there's quite a few pieces to it. So let's go fully take a dive into what I gotta do. And right off the bat, it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. In fact, it's about as thin as a beef patty, or something like that. So there you have it, 3 main pieces, so it isn't as bad as I originally thought. You got a heavy stand right here. You got 2 springs to hold it in place, and then as expected, this is your full assembly right here. First thing you gotta do, unscrew the little pin here, stick your little Falcon up there, and voila! I think most of your assembly is here. When you do line this back up to get it fully right, you have to match the pins, or else it's not gonna hold the Millennium Falcon in place. Of course, you have your springs. Oh, there's a manual here. As a guy, we usually don't read manuals. We just kind of make it as it goes. Unless you are a guy who reads the manual, then good for you. This one should be quite simple. These springs are actually pretty loose, so it doesn't require much force behind them. Which I'd say it's a positive thing. You kind of want this assembled as quick as possible. Watch your eyes. I'd suggest maybe getting some eye protection. Always safety first. Yeah, and then here, there's a little knob here that kind of loosens and tightens how you want to adjust the head of your Falcon. Yeah, everything here is actually made pretty well in terms of metal, except for the Millennium Falcon, oddly enough. The Millennium Falcon is actually just made of thin plastic. So as standard, it's just a regular USB right here. Plug it in. And then your lamp switch is actually, I don't know, I guess I need the manual for this. Oh, that's stupid. It's actually at the end of your wire, your lamp switch. And there you have it. Pretty bright, eh? I'm actually kind of impressed by that. I guess it's not bad quality for lamp. I just wish the Millennium Falcon was actually metal, you know. That kind of gives it that cool kind of maybe stainless kind of look. It really looks really plasticky, even though the paint job isn't half bad. Yeah, it's bright, it does the job for reading, and of course, if you really want to go overboard, you would grab a little film filter like me and give it a little blue light, which I might actually think about trying, but then it might not work so well as a table lamp. It holds itself pretty well in place once you move it, so for those avid readers out there, it will stay where you want it to. And the construction and the base of it is actually done pretty well. Now, of course, the big question everybody asks, what's the price? I actually still have my GameStop sticker on it, which of course I am a Edge Platinum member, and it's about $71, but at full price it's about $80. I actually first saw this on Merchoid about 2 years ago, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And the fact that it was an American website kind of deterred me from buying it, but once I saw it actually at GameStop in Canada, for those Canadians out there, it's kind of one of those things that I was really happy to get my hands on. You can turn your Millennium Falcon any way you want. If you want to face it upwards for aesthetics, if you want to face it downwards for actual reading. But in saying so, one thing does happen when you get it up really tall, it does get a little bit wobbly, so really watch out for that. The stand isn't as heavy as I thought it would be. I guess that's kind of one reason why they didn't make the Falcon metal, besides saving price. It's kind of just to make sure it's stable. Of course, another gripe with this too is that the bottom of the Falcon actually doesn't have any design on it. So it's kind of cheaping out where it can be. And for someone who's really into toys, as you can tell, every little bit of detail kind of really helps. And for the really big fans out there, you might be kind of disappointed. But as just a cool gift to get a Star Wars fan, I'd still actually recommend it, because it's one of those cool things that you rarely see around the house. Now for those really avid Star Wars collectors out there, there's also a TIE Fighter version of this, which I think doesn't look as impressive just by looking at the box. But the final verdict on this is that I think it's gonna be a pretty cool gift, regardless of whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, just because it's such a cool conversation piece to have around the house. Now if you excuse me, I gotta take this thing out for a spin.